Well, hello, this is Stewie. We're having a sexy party with Manny Moonraker on the Tempest Universe. Cheers!
China!
Headline edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army.
It's China to me, China.
Army officers say the missile, found sometime last week, has been inspected at Roswell, New Mexico, and sent to Wright Field, Ohio, for further inspection.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside.
China!
This is the Tempest Universe, man. Hold on to your ass. You're in for a hell of a ride.
This is the Tempest Universe, the one show of the week that you're going to get. Thanks to, I don't know, life. It's life in general. People in Florida, shit. I hope you got your water, sealed up your windows. Hope you're getting ready for the big one. It's been a while since we've had a significant Florida threat by Mother Nature. So, man, got to keep an eye on that one. So, you know, a lot of people might be out of practice in Florida as far as getting ready for an incoming hurricane. I know people I know maybe. It's been a while since we had a good one. This is the Tempest Universe. My name is Manny, and welcome to the show. This is the Sunday edition. This is the summer Sunday edition, and I just breathed in a bunch of fart just now because bugs just happened to be under the table in front of me. Whew, I need to not deep. I can't breathe deeply because it's thick. Anyway, a lot of crazy stuff in the news regarding UFOs, the government, and potential attack by aliens and the monarchy. The Queen recently passed, and a lot of shit going on there regarding UFOs. It's the wildest thing I've ever seen. It's like, get to let the lady just rest in peace just for a little bit before we start this up, Nick Pope. I had to throw his name out there because, you know, he's part of the problem when it comes to this story. I mean, it is what it is. One department in the United States government decided to add a UFO to their logo. We'll talk about that. It's like, come on, what the hell? It makes no sense. I think this week, at the end of this week, well, let's be honest, I don't really know. Because initially, Artemis was supposed to be taken off at the end of this week, but I think it got delayed again. They found some more leaks in one of the tanks. So, for the rocket fuel, so Artemis may not be taken off. There was another story about SpaceX. The Silver Phallus might not take off till next year. And Elon rebutted and said, no, it's going to take off next month. Oh, for fuck's sake. Can somebody please throw a fucking rocket up already? We've been waiting too damn long for this. Somebody throw up a damn rocket. I don't care what it looks like. It could be a gigantic boob at this point. Who cares? Just get it up. Anyway, so we got 4 articles for today. It is, well, in the U.S., it is Sunday, September 25th. Many of you are going to listen to this on Monday, so please take as many breaks as you want to finish this episode. Now, as usual, I'm going to start out with a little track, but it looks like Dre's the only one listening right now. Oh, apparently on Monday is the Cowboys game, Dallas Cowboys. Happy loss to you guys. Because, you know, they lost their quarterback, I think, to injury. So it's pretty sad, I know. But check out this track. Or maybe not. What about this track?
Slow, gone creeping to my eyes, snail show. me from my winter hell. I've got candles and candy. I can be your daddy if you only let me creep into your prison cell. Hey baby, can you tell I'm not a criminal? Your treasure's seminal. I want you to stay true to what's right for you. No matter who or know what will others say. Just find your way and try to stay true. Speak low, stand in your row. Try not to show this life's a show. Try not to glow. Way down below, it's a lot of woe. And that's not a place where you would like to go. I've got cigarettes and brandy, which could come in handy if you just help me loosen up my hand grenades fuse. Baby, don't refuse my truth, but it's up to you now to choose. I want you to stay true to what's right for you. No matter who or know what will others say. Just find your way and try to stay true. I want you to stay true to what's right for you. No matter who or know what will others say. Just find your way and try to stay true, 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 true,
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal, before this decade is out, of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the earth. No single space project in this period will be more impressive to mankind or more important for the long-range exploration of space.
I want you to look at the image for this episode, and that is the logo for the United States Intelligence Office, or an intelligence office. That's it. Take a look at it. Get a real close up to it, especially if you're not in the United States, because there's a UFO on it. They literally put out their new logo. I don't know. They wear it as a patch on their underwears. And it has a UFO now. It has a couple of familiar airplanes on it. It has a satellite, has a jet, has a commercial airplane, a stealth bomber, and a fucking UFO. This offends me. I don't know why. Okay, I feel like they really are fucking with us. They really are. And could you imagine that there's a message here? I don't know what it is. I honestly don't know. Are they telling us that they've known about UFOs? That the UFOs are American made? They have like a Ford or a Chevy sticker on it? Or are they telling us that they acknowledge it, that it's a real thing? But just not just like just out of China or Russia, but that these UFOs are from 4.2 far in the middle of nowhere. What the hell is going on? Why would they do something like this? You know, there's people out there like Corbell. Corbell's all excited about it. I think he's going to go out and shave himself now. It's going to be hair free. There's people out there who have taken it as finally another coffin in the nail of UFO secrecy. They've got a patch now that goes on their underoos. Really, if you're part of the intelligence office, where the fuck will you wear a patch? I don't understand. Why we even need this logo? Anyway, so that's where it's at. And then people are going crazy about it. And it's catching folks more and more. They're hearing more and more about it. They're seeing the images. And it's like, for fuck's sake, why? You literally, for the last 2 years, have not been able to answer one fucking solid question about UFOs, but you're going to stick that shit on your patch. How dumb is that? A former Department of Defense employee decided, it's bullshit. I'm going to go write an op-ed about this. Because, I mean, he's probably retired now. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Why would he sit down and write about this so quickly? Nobody knows. His name is Marek von Rennenkampf. Dangerous name, if you ask me. He said this implies that members of the Senate Unintelligent Committee believe on a unanimous bipartisan basis that some UFOs have non-human origins. After all, why would Congress establish a task force, a powerful new office with investigating non-man-made UFOs if such objects did not exist? Yeah. The thing is, they do exist. That's probably why you don't work for them anymore, von Rennenkampf. But we just don't know what the hell they are. And to jump the gun and throw a UFO onto a logo, I mean, what's happening behind closed doors? That's the issue. You know, all the juicy stuff, when they had these public hearings, it went to another session. You know, national security, we can't talk about it on this forum. Meet me in the bathroom. We'll talk about it in one of the stalls. I'll help you shake it off while we share the important information. I think that's the way it works. That's where the meetings happen, in the stalls. What does this mean to you? What do you think? Are you guys out there celebrating right now because there's a UFO patch? Are you trying to print one to wear to work tomorrow? Stick it on your lunch bag. Yeah, Bug just farted again. I wonder if you guys heard that. That one was pretty fucking loud. It's amazing. Actually, he moved. His ass is facing me right now and the mic. This is what I go through. Anyway, I don't understand why they did this. This is not a right kind of acknowledgement. You know, if you're going to acknowledge UFO, don't put it on a fucking patch. Just tell us. Tell us that you believe, through evidence, that these are not terrestrial. You know, and then they use a saucer, of course. Not a TR-3B, which everyone claims is more than likely a U.S. Air Force craft. No, they use a damn saucer. I don't know. Eventually, if they haven't already, they'll let us know what the hell this is about. Because I'm sure people are bombarding them with questions, right? And because they are the unintelligent committee, they didn't foresee this. They didn't foresee anyone, especially folks like von Rennenkampf, former employee, would get so worked up about it that he'd write a damn article about it. And he probably don't even believe in UFOs, but for fuck's sake, the rest of the world in America does. Over half of the people believe in UFOs. So come on, cut the shit. Let us know why you keep fucking around. Anyway, there you go. That's the image for you. Zoom in on it. Close one eye if you have like that really small Apple iPhone, and just hold it really close to your eyeball. And you'll see it. It's in the lower left-hand corner. There's a UFO. I don't know. In a lot of ways, I mean, I kind of insulted. I feel like they're just fucking with us. They're yanking our chain and other stuff too. Seriously, that's the way I feel about it. Check out the article in the description if you want to hear a little more. I don't think there's any comments yet from anyone like the Department of Defense, the Unintelligent Committee, the Unintelligent Office. They've all been dummied down. We'll see what happens next week. Maybe we get some good comments. Maybe something will make sense. At this point, it's all foobar. Maybe I'll play this song.
Emotional damage.
I played the damn song again. The freaking song I just played it, but I was messing with your heads, to be honest. Just like they're doing in the government, just like that. You were thinking, what am I? A flashback? Did I hear the song already? Did I hear it today on the radio? I don't understand. Why does this sound the same song all over again? That's what they're doing to you in the government. But anyway, let's get on to the next article. I'll be honest, it's all of Bugs farting that's got me all confused today. It's just terrible. It really is. Yeah, he literally is about 5 feet away, and it's like mustard gas. If I can compare it to anything, if you've been in the military, you've been gassed. That's it. Fears that tiny 6-inch aliens are targeting Earth as scouts for full-scale invasion. I don't... I could really care less if you're a 6-inch alien, to be honest. But the British UFO Research Association has been sent a report that there's these little aliens who are scouting the planet because they're about to attack us. They actually commented on this. This makes no sense. Their acronym is BUFORA, and they revealed on their website that they received an interesting email at their inquiries desk from someone saying that these tiny humanoid-shaped figures, which were witnessed by a woman, that they're planning to take over our planet. She said that the one creature that she came across had an oversized head but stood little more than 6 inches high. I mean, what's the average penis size on the planet? We don't even have to use all of our appendages to beat these guys. I'm going to be honest with you. Anyway, so they decided, because they are UFO researchers, they decided to say, hey, let's try to get more details from this lady who's fighting these 6-inch aliens. I mean, that can go so many ways. I won't be honest about that. But she declined. She says that she feared alien retribution and said, we have absolutely no reason to suspect that the witness is not being completely honest in describing what she saw. Yeah, I don't know. 6-inch alien laid out at night drinking at some bar somewhere. What did she really see? They said that in the UK, there's been over 259 aliens and UFO sightings reported in this year alone, and they included little green men, spaceships, and abductions. I know that was a happening place in the UK. But I don't know. 6-inch alien. Why would we even fear? I mean, maybe they have like 40-foot guns. Maybe that's what it is. 6-inch aliens. This thing about aliens being like really tiny. I mean, even Ronnie in his story had some really tiny aliens that kind of ransack his house. Maybe this is a thing. These are like the worker bees for the aliens. Or the porn stars. I don't know. I can't make any heads or tail of that one, to be honest. 6-inch alien armada. I mean, how big are their UFOs, to be honest? It just makes no sense to me. But before, they tried their best to try to get some info from this lady. And I wouldn't comment either. What did they do to her? That's what I want to know. Why is she so scared? Did they sit down and have a conversation with her? Did they pass her like a tablet with their invasion plan? It's really strange. Was she taking a little bit of the, you know? Because she had been under the influence when she saw the little 6-inch aliens and their plan. Oh, I whistled, so bug is up now. And kind of confused her. I don't know. Like I said, as far as I'm concerned, if you're a 6-inch alien, you're the one that's in trouble, to be honest. You've got problems. You're going to think you're going to take over this gigantic planet. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, so a lady wouldn't comment, so nothing else came out of that one, sadly enough. This is what happens on Sunday, some shit stories. Like you would think this lady would go all out telling us all about these little 6-inch aliens and whatever they try to do to her. I think somebody roofied her. I think someone took advantage of this lady at some bar somewhere. Maybe tricked her into believing she was being harassed by aliens looking to conquer the world. I don't know. It's not much you can do with this, to be honest. Dre is asking, where was her husband? He had a 6-inch alien too. How about that? They've probably been married for a long time. Doesn't sound like someone that would be married, by the way. When UFO Buster Radio first started, we came across a lot of people that wanted to call in, and they would see aliens all the time. Under their fridge, under their tables, hiding behind their the headrest of their bed. They were just hiding everywhere, and they would show up at night. And then they would send us videos of them trying to smash aliens that did not show up on the video. Literally. There was one woman who spent all her time like wrapped up in gear, and she would send us videos of these aliens attacking her. Not a damn thing on the video at all. Now, could this have been 6-inch aliens? I mean, she literally thought they were under her fridge, in her cabinets, and things like that. Maybe these are the same guys. They just haven't got. That was a good 8 years ago. Maybe they're still planning. They're still in the planning stage, basically. But this lady would put on like equipment to battle the aliens in her apartment. Many times it was sad. One of the things we thought of, maybe she has a mental illness. Maybe she's seeing these 6-inch aliens. Because the funny thing is that the cats in the house, they wouldn't react to anything other than her swinging things around and trying to smash things in the apartment. There's just I guess there isn't a real answer until we catch one of these little fuckers and bring a close to the 6-inch alien madness. Well, something to keep an eye out for if there's any more reports of 6-inch aliens trying to take over the world. I don't see how they could do it, to be honest. It's just not a good story. Not at all.
She calls, I always seem to lose my cool.
just saw an update from NASA on Artemis, and basically, because of Hurricane Ian, it is going to be postponed. And I think the last time that they can actually look at launching in 2022 would be in October, first week of October. We'll see what happens. But thanks, Ian. You fucked that up. The next story is about Princess Philip. Now, Princess Philip, before he died, he apparently had a crazy itch for UFOs like some of you guys do. And the story is, from folks across the pond, is that he had this whole, X-File thing going on, just doing some major investigations, but that the Queen and the Monarchy said, no, you're not going to release that. That could make us look bad, the way you were pining after these UFOs in the stories. Apparently, the prince became fascinated with aliens after a bricklayer reported a close encounter with extraterrestrial life forms when the prince was visiting the home of Lord Louis Mountbatten. And after that, it was, as they say, history. He began his search, trying to figure out the truth behind UFOs. Now, Prince Philip died last year in April. He was 99 years old. People have credited him with creating the Royal X-Files. That's how much work he put into it. That's how much he investigated this. The public apparently is calling on the royal family to release the work of the late Prince Philip. Nick Pope is even involved. Nick Pope, he had to give his 2 cents. Yeah, I know you Pope pets are going to love it. He said Philip kept an eye on developments, subscribed to UFO magazines and newsletters, and had witnesses that he interviewed regarding the phenomena. But he continued to claim that it was the royal family that kept him from releasing the information he had. That's what he's saying. He actually said this to, History TV. Because apparently the monarchy found this to be extremely sensitive of a topic. They didn't want this to go out and create a stir about the royal family. Interesting fact here is that Lord Mountbatten, who was assassinated back in August of 1979, apparently had many extensive conversations about the possibility of extraterrestrial life. Listen, the guys, he put out a lot of work. I mean, he was a prince, the husband of the late, rest in peace, Queen. We shouldn't let that work go to waste. And if he interviewed people in the UK, for fuck's sake, that would be amazing. Now, does the MOD have anything to do with keeping the information from being released? The MOD, or the Ministry of Defense in the UK, has kind of stood their ground, saying that they do not have UFO activity that they know of in the UK. But yet, look at all these reports. All these people claiming to have been abducted. And little reports of little 6-inch green aliens and big ones and small ones. UFO aircraft everywhere, constantly in the news. But the MOD doesn't move or budge an inch. The UK government said they're not going to do an investigation like they're doing in the United States. They're not going to get government involved because that's not an issue here. We don't get abductions. We don't get probed here in the UK. We enjoy our way. We enjoy partying our back in a different manner. I don't understand. It's really hard that at this day and age to believe that any government would just not come out and say, yeah, our people are seeing shit in the sky. It's really weird that they would do that and continue to hold to that stance. I have a feeling that eventually all the work that Prince Philip put into his UFO work, all his research, his interviews, and so on, they're bound to get released, I'm sure. I mean, why not? Look at the climate of the world today. We want to know. We want to see those interviews because, really, can we really say that they're fake news now? And I mean, come on, freaking Prince Philip comes to your face to ask you about UFOs. Are you really going to lie? I mean, is that like against the law to lie to a prince? I don't know. But I'm sure that all the time that he spent working on this and with all his interest, there's got to be some goodies in there. So I guarantee you that more than likely, someone in government is keeping this from coming out. It is not just the monarchy. It's not just the royal family that's trying to keep all this research out of the news. It's a government thing. Check out the link in the description regarding the prince and everything that that's being kept from the public from his research. And listen, if it was a bunch of shitty ass interviews and a bunch of like ridiculous nonsense, of course they release it. Of course they'd be like, yeah, go ahead, release it. You look like a dork. There's got to be something in there that's really good, something that might lend to the idea that there's something more out there, and that it's not their so-called near peers. It's a real issue, something that needs to be understood. But we're not going to find out anytime soon. But someone is going to get that released, I guarantee it. Check this out.
All I ever wanted was you, but you left me alone inside these empty, broken walls. And I can't see it clearly, but it's obvious. I know that you left me alone inside this empty, broken hall. And now you'll be the reason why my soul is tainted. Somebody help me, 'cause I
sometime last year, we reported on this NASA plan to crash a vehicle into a meteor. The whole idea is that they're trying to see if they can change the trajectory of the meteor. And listen, it might be a good idea, right? Because half the time, they don't even know when shit's heading our way. Or they won't tell us. We'll get those reports at least once a week. If you look on, search for a meteor or any near miss, once a week we get those at least. And it might be the size of a bus. It might be the size of a small town. But this shit happens. Okay? It's not just in the movies. It's real stuff. So this last Monday, NASA, actually this Monday, NASA's Double Asteroid Redirection Test Spacecraft, or DART, I mean, they're so fucking clever. They really are. It's going to collide with Dimorphos, which is a small asteroid that is, it acts as a moon of a larger rock called Didymos. They're just so clever. These are near-Earth objects, basically. So they don't really have any threat to us, so that's why we're fucking with them. I mean, why not? And so what they're going to do is that they're going to take this DART vehicle, which launched last year, and they're going to crash it into Dimorphos at about 14,000 miles per hour. 7:14 p.m. Eastern time is when the collision is supposed to happen. Now, according to this, NASA television is going to broadcast this about 6 p.m. Eastern. So you can watch it there. I'm sure it'll be on YouTube as well. I mean, what are you really going to see? Well, that's a big hubbub. I don't know. But they're doing this because Congress in 2005 had a mandate that says that NASA needs to find, by the year 2020, mind you, we're in 2022, 90% of near-Earth asteroids that are big enough to destroy a city. So basically, if an asteroid is about 460 feet or wider in diameter, Congress wanted to know where the hell it was at. So, but apparently NASA never got a whole lot of funding. That's why it's 2022 and not 2020 when this is going down. So if the mission succeeds, what they're saying is that that asteroid, that moon to that larger rock, should see a change in trajectory. What does that mean? I don't know. Are they going to hit it so hard it's going to take out the other rock, and then that other rock's going to become now a threat? Could you imagine if that happened? It's not a threat now, but let's make it happen. So this is what's going to go down on Monday night. They're going to also have the Hubble Space Telescope, the James Webb Space Telescope, and other instruments in space right now watching the collision, because they pretty much got to measure what the hell's going to happen. There is a CubeSat that's part of this mission going up there with DART that should be taking some images and readings. So I don't know if DART is supposed to shit this thing out right before it crashes at 14,000 miles an hour. But that would be exciting to see. Also, the article that is listed in the description will also have a video player embedded in the article that's going to run the live coverage of the dark incident, the DART incident. I don't know. Is it worth the money? I think so. When you think about these near misses that we never know about because either they catch it too late or they don't feel that it's an issue, but somehow it gets out to the public that, we have a bus-sized rock going between us and the moon. Not to worry about it. And, it's things like that. What if something happened that would move one of those rocks? What if something were to, happen from, let's say, something on the moon, or maybe it collides with another rock, and then the trajectory changes, and then we're fucked. Shit happens. Shit really happens. So we'll see on Monday if they're able to successfully do this. I don't understand why didn't they just put like a small bomb on this thing. Does it really say if it has it or not? I don't think it does. I think they just want to crash into it as hard as possible to see if they can move it. But I would have put a couple sticks of dynamite in this bitch and let's really make it move. But like I said, I know they do. They spend a lot of money for little things. The name of the cube that was part of this launch with DART is Lycia, the Lycia cube. And so it will be taking images of the end mission for DART as it crashes into the damn asteroid. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. Do I think this is going to work? I feel like it is. I feel like we underestimate the power of explosion so much. I don't know. It might change the trajectory of this particular rock, but who knows? But then what happens then? So you just fucked up this rock and changed its trajectory. It's a moon of a bigger rock, and what's going to happen to the bigger rock? Is it going to lose its moon? Dimorphos could end up just eventually hitting Didymus, and then what happens? I don't know if they thought that far ahead, but they are, as they say, practicing rocket science in a way. So why not? There's the end of the podcast. Check out the link in the description. And if you want one of those fancy patches to put on your underwear, let me know. I know a guy that can make you one for cheap. I thank you for listening. Until next week. Ciao.
I'm back in my bag, yo. Conscious. ISO. Diamond. Back in my bag and I gotta brag, I do this shit for real. When we was down and we had nothing, we had to share a meal. We put the shit in overdrive with no steering wheel. Shorty throw that thing back in a pair of heels. Yeah, she be riding on that thing like a Ferris wheel. Yeah, I love them dark skin, brown skin, caramel. You know I had to bring it to the hood like she Karen Civil when she keep on turning head. Cause when she walk that thing jiggle, jiggle.
And we going back to back on them like we Huey and we Riley. This that back in my back flow, we back again so highly. This that back in my back flow, we back to change the climate. This that back in my back flow, we bring the force like Tommy. Back in my back flow. Back in my, yeah, back in my bag, yeah. I'm back in my, yeah, I'm back in my bag, yeah. I'm back in my, this is my, back in my bag flow.
Back again, yeah, we keep on stacking it, what's happening? Everything in Gucci got me feeling like I'm dapper then. Life has been a movie, yeah, so shout out to the cameraman. Pull up to the scene, it's going down like an avalanche.
Steady going up like a travel plan. Homer Simpson face, lucky power plant. Yeah, I'm off that dope, like I'm back again to Vizzy. At the Millies, out on Club Hurst. Give the word if it's a city, Lord forgive me. Still having motion, dog, so why would I slow it? Make it rain on them, bust a band, then you throw it. We was steady having it, even at our lowest. High speed road runner, keep my motor going.
Hey, hey, people feel away, but they don't show it. Gotta watch the people that's around you, that you grow it. They be coming around you with some plans to steal your moment. Soon as I bust a nut, she be like, baby, where you going? Never slowing down, it's enough to go around. Yeah, you probably knew it's then, but really you don't know it's now. Niggas let it show and tell, but all my niggas know me well. It was either chase a dream or go to jail, but none of us ain't
and
going
we going back to back on them like we Huey and we Riley. This that back in my back flow, we back again so highly. This that back in my back flow, we back to change the climate. This that back in my back flow, we bring the force like Tommy. Back in my back flow. Back in my, yeah, back in my bag, yeah. I'm back in my, yeah, I'm back in my bag, yeah. I'm back in my, this is my, back in my bag flow,
Yeah, not for real. Double I. Do it, die, you already know. Don't try. This at home, cause none of y'all really fucking with us.
Today is the beginning of the end and the start of a new beginning. Time has come to refine yourself and let go of the demons in your head that have held you in captivity for so long. It's time to flip the page and prove them wrong. It's time for rebirth. Yeah, time's up to say goodbye to all the haters, doubters, and non-believers trying to bring you down. In the blink of an Now you'll realize that there's so much more to the book than the page you were stuck on. Finally, you will be free to live a life you love living instead of the life you think other people want you to live. Remember, you're the highest authority when it comes to knowing what you want and what you love. So stop trading yourself for the approval from others. Ladies and gentlemen, weirdos and geeks, please repeat after me. I don't give a fuck.
Strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure.
Emotional damage.